3 a.m. The phone starts buzzing like it's the last sound on Earth. I wake up feeling like my heart's trying to set a new world record. Unknown caller. You know what's funny? In a sane world, people call you during the day. Friends, work, pizza delivery. All that good stuff happens under daylight. But when someone calls you at 3 a.m., congratulations, you just hit the nightmare jackpot. When you get a call at 3 a.m., it's either death or the bank. Wait, which is worse? So there I am, staring at this glowing coffin of digits, wondering, should I answer? Maybe it's a glitch. Maybe it's some poor guy in a Mumbai call center who forgot about time zones. But no. Deep down, you always know. Bad news travels in two ways in America. A letter from the IRS or a call when the rest of the country's asleep. I could not pick up. I could roll over, smash my ear into the pillow, lie to myself that this isn't happening, that nobody knows about the credit cards maxed to the stratosphere, the bills I'm pretending don't exist, the interest rates climbing faster than my anxiety ever could. But you know how the brain works. It's like a junkyard dog. Once it smells fear, you're screwed. So I answered. Mistake number one. The voice on the other end, calm enough to make you want to smash your phone into the wall, says my name, my full name, like I'm in court. Asks if this is a good time to talk. No, buddy, it's a good time to sleep. But now you're here. I start nodding. Who the hell am I nodding to? The ceiling fan? The roaches in the drywall? I nod because that's what the good boy in my head does. Ready to explain, to apologize, to agree, even at 3 a.m., especially at 3 a.m. I hear my brain flipping open its ugly little filing cabinet. Debts, check. Pills, check. Overdue notices, double check. Perfect. My mind's running the trailer of my own downfall. Best premiere in town. Sold out seats. If only anxiety worked like this damn phone call. One button and poof, gone. But no. Hang up on the call. Your brain's still there, buzzing like a broken neon sign. I hang up. Sit on the edge of my bed. Not sure what's worse. What I just heard, or what I haven't heard yet. In moments like this, you're never alone. Your debt sits next to you. Your insomnia, your half-empty Xanax bottle, and your mom, who you'll lie to tomorrow just like you did yesterday. So yeah, good morning. That was my anxiety jackpot. Lucky me. Hey, I'm Josh. Yesterday I spent $100 on a productivity course that promised to change my life. Today? Well, I'm basically dead inside, but hey, at least I have 3 brand new checklists and an empty bank account to show for it. Sounds like a win, right? Don't bother replying. I'm probably busy failing spectacularly. I'm the kind of guy who's constantly chasing this mythical best version of myself, but keeps forgetting what the old version even looked like. Yesterday, I downloaded this fancy app that counts my steps and tells me to get moving. Today, it sent me a notification. Maybe try going outside? Thanks, buddy. Without you, I might never have figured that out. My apartment? Oh, it's a shrine to middle-class anxiety and procrastination. There's a towering pile of past-due bills on the counter, each stamped with that aggressive red urgent label. Although, honestly, the only urgent thing here is my mounting panic. Then there's the couch, ripped on the side, because once upon a time I got so frustrated that I threw the remote at it. The remote's gone, but the hole remains.
Where rest costs more than rent. Sleep Mediations makes calm instant. Pick your calm, press play. No signups, no tricks, just actual sleep. Like it should be. Tonight, you sleep for real. Link's waiting.
Kind of like my motivation. On my nightstand, Xanax pills. Some people collect stamps or vinyl. I collect prescriptions. My therapist keeps telling me, you need to accept your anxiety. Well, guess what? I accepted it. Right in the gut. I wonder if there's a refund policy on that. I've got this coffee mug that says World's Best CEO. It was a gift from my ex. Since then, the only business I've been running is the business of my own burnout. Ever heard of info gypsies? Yeah, that's me. their biggest investor. I buy everything they sell: courses, webinars, checklists, coaching calls. Anything to make me feel like I'm still in control of something besides this tornado inside my head. Yesterday, I found some old photos. Me at graduation, rocking a crisp new shirt before my first job interview, grinning like I actually knew the future held something better. Today, my LinkedIn says, freelance consultant. Translation: one-off gigs every 6 months and debt-collecting interest year-round. I sit at my desk nursing this cold coffee. The only thing keeping me warm is the thought that someday I'll finally throw out this mug. Or maybe just stop taking sips and immediately checking my phone. My phone is both my closest friend and the biggest source of my stress. I open TikTok to relax. I close it an hour later, guilt-ridden and jealous of all the 19-year-olds who've already become self-made millionaires. Sticky notes plaster my walls. Pay off credit card. Call mom. Remember to breathe. Breathing. Yeah, that one's pretty important. My phone even reminds me to do it daily. Isn't that ironic? The device that fries your nerves also teaches you how to calm them down. But hey, I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining. You need to know who you're dealing with. I'm Josh, the guy who one day will learn how to be productive, calm, and maybe even rich. But today I'm just the guy who bought another course yesterday. And you know what's the kicker? That course is called Stop Procrastinating. Please don't laugh. I laugh too, usually when I'm crying. See, here's the thing about trying to fix yourself in 2025. It's like trying to put out a wildfire with a spray bottle. Every motivational video promises a quick fix: wake up at 5 a.m., drink celery juice, do a 30-day journal challenge, but the minute your phone buzzes, your brain flips the switch back to panic mode. That's the cruel joke. My daily routine looks like this: wake up, panic for 5 minutes, scroll through Twitter and feel worse, attempt meditation but get distracted by a notification, spill cold coffee on my shirt, remember I forgot to pay a bill, then promise myself I'll start fresh tomorrow. Rinse and repeat. I keep telling myself I'm a work in progress. But really, I'm a walking contradiction wrapped in sweatpants and caffeine dependency. I want to be that guy who can balance work, life, and mental health. But half the time I'm just balancing a credit card statement and an existential crisis. Honestly, it's exhausting. But here's the kicker. Despite all the chaos, I'm still here, still trying. Maybe that's what counts. Or maybe I just haven't had enough coffee yet. Anyway, if you're out there feeling the same, just know you're not alone. We're all just trying to survive this messy, anxiety-riddled ride called adulthood. And hey, at least we're in good company. That 3 a.m. call? Yeah, it wasn't a wrong number or some prank. On the other end of the line was that all-too-familiar soul-crushing voice with zero emotion, like a DMV agent reading the weather. Hello, this is Generic Debt Collectors Incorporated. You have an overdue balance that needs immediate attention. I couldn't help myself. I shot back, maybe call me during civilized hours? Like never? Of course that didn't help. These guys don't take never for an answer. 3 a.m. calls are basically their brand now, a perfect blend of intimidation and poor taste. And just like that, my brain spiraled back to how I got here in the first place. It all started with those life-changing online courses promising financial freedom and success. Each one a little wallet ninja, silently slicing away hundreds of dollars. Then came the subscriptions, meditation apps I barely used, workout plans that collected digital dust, premium coffee clubs delivering overpriced caffeine straight to my door, therapy sessions, anti-anxiety meds, endless cups of coffee, all small lifelines thrown into the turbulent sea of my stress. Stack that all together, and what do you get? A mountain of debt so high it's starting to block out the sun? And now, I'm stuck trying to climb out without losing my sanity. So I pick up the phone and try to call the bank. Cue the eternal waiting game. That elevator music on hold? It's like the universe's way of saying, welcome to your own funeral, but with smooth jazz. The repetitive, your call is very important to us, plays on loop while I lose hours of my life to this cruel symphony. Honestly, the hold music could be a psychological torture experiment. The saxophone's mournful wail perfectly matches the slow, painful drip of my dwindling patience. At this point, I'm half expecting a tuxedoed undertaker to answer the phone and tell me my final rites are due. Then there's the phone call to Mom. "Yeah, Mom, everything's fine. Like always, of course." I say this with the kind of fake confidence that could win awards. She hears what she wants. Reassurance. Me? I hear the crack in my own voice and the growing pit of anxiety in my stomach. The debt isn't just numbers on a screen anymore. It's a living, breathing nightmare stalking me day and night. Those red digits flashing overdue might as well be a neon sign hanging over my head screaming failure. It's a constant reminder of every mistake I've made, every dollar I've mismanaged, and every moment I let myself slip further down the rabbit hole. Calls keep coming, messages piling up, and now the collectors want to meet face to face. A meeting I'm desperate to avoid, but no, I can't. Because debt isn't just a piece of paper you toss in the trash. It's a chain that tightens with every ignored call and unpaid bill. I try to pull myself together, but it's like trying to hold water in my hands while everything around me is slipping away. Every breath feels weighted down by the fear and hopelessness that this financial quicksand is swallowing me whole. No course, no therapy, no extra shot of espresso can fix this. That call from debt collectors isn't just a phone ringing. It's a reminder that control is an illusion. That sometimes life doesn't hand you a reset button. It takes your money, your peace of mind, and a slice of your soul. And this is just the beginning. You know who doesn't sleep at 3 a.m.? Me. And my credit card. It's wide awake somewhere in financial hell, whispering interest rates to me just to make sure I stay conscious. Because apparently, when you decide to get your life together, what you're actually doing is buying a first-class ticket to chaos with extra layovers in anxiety and insomnia. So, yeah, I told myself, enough whining, Josh. Time to fix this. Be a grown-up. Take control. And how do we take control in 2025? Simple. We do everything at once. Freelance? Sure, I'm in. Signed up on 5 different gig sites, fired off 50 proposals, and so far all I've got is daily motivational emails telling me, "You're so close." Close to what exactly? A bigger pile of unpaid invoices? Cool. Crypto? Obviously. Everyone on Twitter is yelling about Bitcoin going to the moon again. I bought at the peak, panicked, sold at a loss, bought again on the dip, sold even lower. It's like a fun little hobby called destroying your net worth in real time. And betting? Why not? I figured if the market's gonna bleed me dry, I might as well try to win something back on midnight baseball games I don't even understand. The betting app gave me a free welcome bonus. Guess where that bonus is now? Right, same place as my credit card. Burning merrily in financial purgatory. My desk looks like a crime scene. 3 screens going at once, crypto charts diving off a cliff on the left, a freelance dashboard with a queue number that never moves in the middle, and YouTube on the right. Some calm, bearded guy promising 10-minute guided meditation for deep relaxation. Perfect. That's what I need. I click play, straighten my back, close my eyes, inhale, exhale, and just when he whispers, "Feel the calm fill your body," my Wi-Fi gasps its last breath and freezes the video on the guru's half-open mouth. Beautiful. Nothing like a dead rooter to ruin your path to inner peace. I sit there, half asleep, mouth open like one of those bobblehead dogs people put on car dashboards. Meditation. Great concept. Shame about the panic and the mortgage and the card debt waiting for me once I open my eyes. But fine, I rally. Come on, Josh, focus. I open another tab. A Crypto for Dummies webinar starts playing, and then, boom, first full-blown panic attack. Not your cute, I'm kinda anxious vibe. I'm talking about your chest locking up, throat tightening, fingers numb, heart pounding so loud you can't hear anything but your own freakout. I grip the edge of my desk like it's a lifeboat. My eyes flick to the charts. Red, red, red like a murder scene. I try to remember what my therapist said. Breathe, count, stay present. The present looks like this. Sweaty palms, shaking knees, and a crypto portfolio that's basically a horror movie. And then, of course, my phone rings. HR. Because the universe loves comedic timing. Hey, Josh, got a minute? Yeah, buddy, I've got all the minutes. I'm not busy, not breathing or anything. Unfortunately, we're having to downsize. It's not about you, and it's the market, restructuring, you know how it is. Yeah, I do. What I don't know is how to pay rent next month, but hey, that's a future me problem, right? I hang up and, no surprise here, immediately knock over my coffee mug. Cold brew spills across my keyboard, bubbles into the cracks, fizzles like my last nerve giving up. No sparks though. The laptop's as dead as my career options. So I stand up. I pace the living room. Back and forth. They say you're supposed to get 10,000 steps a day to help manage stress. I'll do 1,000,000. Maybe that'll cancel out my credit score imploding. I mumble to myself, "You wanted control, Josh? Well, here it is. Enjoy." Sarcasm is about the only thing I still own outright. Outside, dawn's breaking. Somewhere upstairs, someone's brewing coffee, humming along to some productive morning playlist. Me? I'm the king of chaos, surrounded by empty promises, spilled caffeine, and tabs that scream "buy, sell, bet, apply." My pulse throbs in my head. Maybe I should just buy one more course. Maybe this one will fix everything. Maybe it'll teach me how to box all this mess into something neat, something normal. You know who doesn't sleep at 3 a.m.? Me. And my credit card. Best damn team I've ever been on. I'm sitting in my therapist's office. A sterile white box with one of those generic breathe posters taped to the wall like that alone will keep me from spontaneously combusting. So, yeah, I'm breathing. For $200 an hour. He looks at me over his glasses. Does that therapist head tilt thing, then says, dead serious, "You're burned out." Congratulations, congratulations. Like I've just unlocked a new achievement. Level 100. Existential meltdown. No trophy, just the receipt. I nod like, "Wow, doc, thank you. Couldn't have Googled that myself for free at 3 a.m. Meanwhile, my brain's whispering, what if you're just an idiot, Josh? Maybe it's not the banks, not big pharma, not the late-stage capitalism carnival. Maybe it's just me, terminally incompetent, genetically wired to fail a budget spreadsheet. But then I remember, even if I am an idiot, I'm not the only one. See, America loves anxiety. Not solving it, God forbid, just managing it. Band-aid it, pill it, bill it. Feeling stressed? Take a loan. Can't sleep? Try a prescription? Can't focus? New pill for that too. Side effects may include bankruptcy and spontaneous weeping at the grocery store. They call it self-care, but it's just another invoice. Therapy at $200 an hour, a new mindfulness app for $9.99 a month. Oh, and a sleep tracker that watches you fail to sleep while your credit card interest compounds overnight. It's hilarious in the bleakest way possible. My head's a cheap infomercial. Grinning couples on a beach, voiceover says, "A happier life is just a pill away. Ask your doctor today." Meanwhile, tiny white text crawls across the bottom. May cause dizziness, debt, loss of hope, organ failure, mild death. And the debt? The debt's just modern-day shackles with better branding. You buy the chain, lock it around your neck, then pay for the privilege of pretending you're free. You sign the terms and conditions, check the little box nobody reads, and boom, you're working for your lender now. I walk out of therapy, half expecting some instant breakthrough. Spoiler, there isn't one. I call my buddy, "Dude, I'm falling apart." He laughs, because that's what we do. We laugh instead of scream. And he texts me a link. "Bro, download this meditation app. 7-day free trial. You'll be fine." Yeah, sure. An app's gonna fix it. I've got panic attacks, overdue bills, no job security, but 10 minutes of ocean sounds in my earbuds should patch that hole right up. I wander down the street, scrolling that app on my phone while billboards smile at me like cult recruiters. Live better, pay later. Bad credit? No problem. Anxious? Buy calm. It's like a theme park where every ride is the same loop. Panic, pay, repeat. America doesn't fix the fire. It sells you bottled water, then lights a fresh match. That's the business model. Treat the symptom, sell the symptom. So yeah, I'm burned out. Certified, official.
Oh look, a meditation ad. How original, right? Except this one works. You press play, you actually sleep and reprogram your mind. No BS, no cosmic promises. Just sleep that rewires your mindset tonight. Link below. Try it. Or keep doom scrolling. Up to you.
And now I've got an app on my phone buzzing with daily reminders to breathe. Because for $9.99 a month, I can breathe correctly. For everything else, there's debt. I stand there, people brushing past me, earbuds in, ocean waves and whale noises playing through cheap headphones while my brain beats out a sarcastic little rap line on repeat. America sells you worry, then bills you for relief. Chains for sale, keys sold separately. And I just stand there, one more subscriber in the system. Breathing, paying, hoping the next notification is the cure I can't afford. I'm standing in line at the grocery store, just standing there. Shouldn't be a big deal, right? One old lady in front of me, cart loaded with frozen dinners and enough soda to pickle a liver. Behind me, some guys on speakerphone bragging about how now's the best time to buy a house. The overhead music is some fake happy pop song on repeat. I'm staring at the dairy section. There's a cheap gallon of milk, a sad frozen pizza, and a tub of generic yogurt that I'm pretending counts as nutrition. I do the math in my head. Doesn't add up. Never does. And then, it hits. Like someone just punched me dead in the chest. No warning. 1 second I'm worried about coupons, the next I can't breathe. Mouth's open, nose is open, nothing's coming in. It's like the air's decided I don't get to have any today. My heart's doing its best impression of a machine gun. My ears fill up with my own pulse until the world outside goes quiet. The beeping scanners, the clink of coins, the hum of the freezer aisle, all gone. All I hear is my own ragged gasps that don't do a damn thing. I dropped, right there, aisle 3, between the frozen pizza and the off-brand yogurt. Perfect place for dreams to die. I grab the handle of my cart like it's a lifeline that might float me out of this. Nobody says a word. They just look, or don't look. Because nobody wants to see someone unravel in real time. It's like watching a car wreck you can't fix. I stumble out of line, half crawling past the checkout, ignoring the annoyed looks. Nobody stops me. Nobody wants my mess sticking to their day. I push through the double doors and collapse by the row of abandoned carts out front. Concrete's cold through my jeans. I feel like if I stand up, my skeleton's just gonna fall out of my skin. I pull out my phone, last reflex left. Maybe there's a text, a call, a miracle. Nope. There's a push notification. Your balance is below 0. Please add funds to continue. Hilarious. Really. I scroll. Social feeds full of bright breakfasts and gym selfies and influencers on a beach somewhere bragging about manifesting abundance. I'm manifesting a panic attack on dirty concrete outside a budget supermarket. I type out a message to my mom. That's it, Mom. I'm done. Then I stare at it and delete it. What's she gonna do? Send me another inspirational quote? Tell me it's gonna be okay? She still thinks I'm fine. That I'm her smart boy with the bright future who just needs to rest a little. The neon sign above the entrance flickers. Cheap, buzzing light that makes everyone look sickly, like ghosts. My vision's black and white now. No color. Just frozen pizza and flickering bulbs. People walk past me. They have plans, dinners, somewhere to be. I've got an empty bank account and a heartbeat that won't pick a speed. I wonder if they can see it on me. The fact that I'm done pretending I'm almost there. That there's nothing almost about it anymore. So I sit, next to a busted shopping cart with one squeaky wheel, trying to suck in air like it's my last free luxury. Trying to remind my lungs how to do their job without charging me interest. This is my rock bottom. Right here, on the sticky sidewalk outside a store that sells dreams microwavable and shrink-wrapped. Funny thing is, nobody notices. Nobody cares if the guy sitting by the carts looks like he's about to pass out. There's no rescue team for panic attacks in aisle 3. There's just you, your heartbeat, and your overdraft fees. I pull my hoodie tighter around my face. I tell myself, okay. One breath, then another. Because maybe that's all I get right now. One pathetic inhale at a time. No plan, no fix. Just this cheap neon light, this empty wallet, this panic crawling down my spine like it owns the place. Perfect spot for dreams to die. Right next to the frozen pizza. You know, in meditation they tell you breathing is the point. The problem is, somewhere between the debt and the panic attacks, my body kinda forgot how. But here I am, sitting on my kitchen floor back against a cold wall, phone balanced on my knee. Some calm voice is in my earbuds. Focus on your breath. So I try. Best I can. I hear my own breath, rough, shaky, like a car that won't turn over in the cold. There's a soft chime sound in the background, like a tiny monk got trapped in my phone and is tapping a bell, hoping I'll find peace before my next overdue payment hits. Of course, this meditation isn't saving me. It's not erasing my debt. It's not reviving my career. It's not performing CPR on my credit score that's lying somewhere under a pile of overdraft fees. But it does this one tiny thing. It wedges a pause between, I'm screwed, and, okay, so now what? After that pause, I grab an old notebook. I write down whatever's not total garbage in my life right now. Thanks for coffee. Thanks for mom still picking up when I call. Thanks that I'm not face down between frozen pizza and yogurt in aisle 3 anymore. It comes out clumsy, sarcastic. But so what? Let it be awkward gratitude. Better awkward than nothing. Then I call my mom. She picks up on the first ring, says her usual, "Hey Josh, how's my big man doing?" And for once I don't lie. I don't say, "All good, Mom." I tell her the truth, that I'm tired, I'm scared, I've screwed up, I don't know how to fix any of it. She's quiet for a second, then she just says, "Keep living, kiddo. We'll figure out the rest later." And somehow, that's enough. Then comes this stupid tiny win. But it's mine. Same kitchen floor, same cold tiles, but now I'm dialing the bank. The hold music is garbage jazz. The robot lady keeps rerouting me like I'm stuck in an infinite loop. But I wait. I wait because there's nothing left to lose. When a real human finally answers, I don't apologize. I don't stammer. I say, I need a restructure. Either you help me, or I just stop paying. That's it. And you know what? They agree. Not right away. They pass me around like a hot potato for 40 minutes. But they agree. I hang up and for the first time in months I don't feel like a complete vegetable. It's not everything. It's not fixed. I'm not suddenly rich and wise and healed. But I said no to a collector. I said no, and it worked. That's weirdly satisfying. Later that night, I queue up another meditation. This time I don't pass out halfway through. I listen as the voice says, breathe. Just breathe. So I do. It's messy. It's uneven. My brain tries to ruin it every 5 seconds. But I'm doing it. On my own. Morning doesn't start at 3 a.m. anymore. It starts at 7. My alarm no longer screams panic. It chimes a slow, deliberate wake up. I lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, and for the first time in a while, the day doesn't feel like a looming disaster. I reach for my phone and hit play on a meditation app. The voice in my earbuds is gentle, no demands, just focus on your breath. I'm not great at it yet. My breathing's still ragged. My thoughts jump all over the place. But I let myself off the hook. Slow progress is progress. Then I head out to a cafe. Not one of those buzzing with Wi-Fi and 100 tabs tempting me into procrastination. No, I pick a small, quiet place where the internet is turned off. Fewer distractions, more focus. I order a black coffee. Plain, honest, like this fresh start. In my hands, a new mug. My old one, The world's best CEO shattered long ago. That mug belonged to the guy I used to be. Now this one has just one word printed on it: breathe. It's a reminder to pause, even when life insists on dragging me underwater. Work isn't smooth, but I take on new freelance gigs. Slowly, I grind through them, reconnecting with what I can do. I switch from constant stress mode to scheduled planning. Even anxiety feels different now, more like a strict coach than an out-of-control wildfire. I meet friends, no credit cards, no debts, just real talks and genuine laughter. I realize connection isn't about purchases or fancy gifts. It's about time, attention, and honesty. At day's end, I come home, flick on a warm lamp, soft, inviting, like a hug. I sit on the floor, pull out my phone, and launch a short meditation session. The voice says, "Take a moment. Allow yourself to be here, now." I close my eyes, breathe deep. Not perfectly, but enough. I'm still anxious, I think. Just now I worry on a schedule. Therapy isn't free, I know that. But at least I have an app for $4.99 a month, a tiny anchor in this ocean of chaos. Sounds of the city drift through the window, cars, footsteps, voices. They don't weigh me down anymore, they just exist. I stand, pick up my Breathe mug, and take a sip of coffee. The day has just begun, and I'm ready to move forward. Slowly, with pauses, with breath, but with hope. The phone vibrates again. Exactly 3 a.m. The screen flashes unknown caller. Used to be this made me jump, heart pounding like it wanted to explode out of my chest. But now, I just stare at it. No answer, no panic. My inner voice whispers, "If you're waiting for a happy ending, sorry. This isn't Netflix. This is real life. There's no magic pill here, no fairy godmother to wave a wand and fix the debts or the anxiety. But there is something better. A choice. The choice not to obey panic, not to sprint headfirst into fear with eyes wide open. The choice to pause, breathe, think. To say to myself, this is my brain. It still cracks and snaps, but it's mine. No bank is taking it away. I step out onto my rooftop, warm coffee in hand. Below, the city is still half asleep. Above the horizon, dawn creeps in, pale, fragile, but real. With every passing minute, the sky brightens, and somehow, even the longest nightmare ends at dawn. I look out over the cityscape, smoke curling from chimneys, windows glowing faintly. Somewhere out there, someone else is waking up, battling their own anxiety, trying to breathe with the rhythm of meditation. We're not alone. A slight smile creeps across my face. Psst, if you're scared too, here's a life hack. Breathe, and turn your phone off at night. The ringing fades away slowly. Instead, the sounds of the morning city take over. Quiet footsteps, cooing pigeons, the distant hum of cars. The credits roll over soft lo-fi beats with a gentle guitar riff. Music that doesn't rush, but gives space to just be. A card appears on screen with a link to a meditation app, a small anchor in this chaotic world. The story isn't over, it's just beginning. And now I know, that 3 a.m. call, it's not a sentence, it's just a challenge, one I get to answer on my own terms.